Hi guys, today I'm going to be filming a Wilko beauty haul, so I'll be showing you some new discoveries at Wilko, which is obviously quite surprising because it's not the first place that you think of when you think of beauty. Also, if you happen to like my makeup look, I've filmed a olive eye tutorial on this channel as well, so go and check that out if you want to. And yeah, keep watching. Found a new beauty counter in there that I've never seen before, and the first thing that caught my attention was like the lovely packaging, and then I saw how cheap it was and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna grab some things. Like, it doesn't matter if they don't turn out to be great, because obviously I hadn't done any research beforehand. I just went in there and just had a look, and yeah, they had loads of stuff available. And the brand that I'm talking about is the Body Collection England, which I'd never really heard of before. To be honest, they might be quite an old brand. I don't think it is Wilko's own brand. I think it's a completely separate brand. And like I said, they might be an old brand, but they've definitely had a facelift. Like, all the products and stuff has such modern and nice packaging that my eyes were just drawn to it straight away. So the first thing that I purchased from there was one of the eyeshadow palettes. So obviously, as you can see, it's a tiny little palette, so it'll be good for transporting. Not that we need to do that now, but it's very handy. And the reason that I was drawn to this palette, if you can't tell, is the shades. Like, they remind me of Huda Beauty so much, especially that shade. So I just thought, you know what, I don't have any colours like this, so I was really intrigued by it. Yeah, this cost I think £2.50, so an absolute bargain really. And I have used this only once and swatched it, and you know what, they look incredible, the colours. And I thought that I was only going to get one eyeshadow palette because I don't actually need any more eyeshadows, but I had been seeing this green eyeshadow trend everywhere, and I'm at uni at the moment, so I don't have all my eyeshadows with me, and I really wanted to try it. So they had the same palette basically in green, and I just needed it. And I think for £2.50, like, you know, you can't really go wrong, especially if you're just experimenting with colours and it's not even typically what you'd go for. As you can see, I've got this palette on my eyes today and it worked really nicely. So yeah, I'm really happy that I bought these because this is going to be amazing for Christmas time, I think, and this is also going to be amazing for Christmas time and now. So these two, and only £5 for the two palettes. I picked these two up, and I don't know, this is really dirty and I'm really sorry, but I don't know if you can tell, but this looks exactly like the shape of a Fenty lip gloss. So initially, like, I don't need more liquid lipsticks, but I was just intrigued because I didn't know if that meant that it was a dupe or that they just took inspiration from the packaging, but that's why I went for this. And then yeah, this lip liner is actually not from the Body Collection. This is an Essence lip liner, but again, it's a matte formula. I've tried this today and it's actually really nice. It's sort of the same colour, like a Your Lips But Better shade, so you can't go wrong with this. I think this was like £1 something or £2. But back to the Body Collection liquid lipstick. I've written a first impressions on the Carbon website, so feel free to check that out for further details on all the products that I've been talking about from the Body Collection in particular. But not a liquid lipstick is all I'm going to say. I thought this was going to be matte, and it's not matte, it's like a gloss. so just bear that in mind when you're looking at these. If that's not what you want, then just go for your traditional matte liquid lipsticks, because this is a gloss and says liquid lipstick, so that's a bit annoying. But yeah, I think I paid like between £2.50 and £3 for this, so it's not too bad, but not really what I wanted. So I was looking at the brow products and seeing if they had anything that could work for me, and the first thing that I saw was their brow kit. And I remember having something very similar to this when I was younger and loving it, and I used it completely wrong, but I still loved it. And I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. This is really good. This was like £2.50 I think, again, which is about the standard price for everything. And the reason that I was drawn to this over everything else is because I don't really like pencils, so if you're like me and you don't, then this is perfect. But also the shade, so this is like a cool toned shade, so this is in the shade dark brown. It's not black, and it doesn't have a really red undertone like some of these brow kits have, which can ruin your brows because it makes them look fake. So I use this with my angled brush, and I use the powder, and then on the other side they've got sort of like a wax, so you can go over with your angled brush and then sort of set your brows if you don't want to use a gel. And yeah, it's so handy, and for the price, like, again, so many brands do things like this and not as good, so for the money I think this is really good, and I'll be purchasing this again. I did have a look at Essence because I didn't really see much on the body collection counter that I was drawn to. They had a lot of vibrant lip colours, and I do like that sometimes, but it's not really my go-to look, so I wanted something a little bit more neutral. I found these matte lipsticks at Essence, and again, these were very affordable as well. You couldn't swatch them, so I took a bit of a gamble and researched the shades underneath and had a look to see what I wanted to get when I was in store. But yeah, I went for this sort of 90s brown shade, which is what I've got on today, and I really like it. I think if you're wanting like a specific, maybe sort of grungy look, then this is really nice. And also, I'm not a lipstick person, but occasionally I do like to wear lipstick for certain looks, just to have a little bit more moisture than a liquid lipstick, because they can be quite dry. So yeah, I really like this one. And the last one I got was this. I don't know how I would describe this really. It's sort of a dark rose shade, and this is a very typical me shade, because it sort of suits my skin tone, or at least I think it does. And this is nice for every day, and again, it's quite moisturising, so I'm excited to give that a try, and I think that it will work really nicely with this lip liner. And lastly, this is completely unrelated, but you can buy Christmas candles from Wilko, and I think this is the Airwick one in mulled wine. It's really nice, and it smells exactly like mulled wine, so if you're looking for a candle to light while you're doing your makeup, then go and check that one out because it's really nice. But yeah, that's everything I think. Thank you for watching the video and looking through my Wilko purchases with me. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.